Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, a special episode of Welcome to the Day. Indeed, it is 6:02 a.m. The date is 11/11/2016, the 11th of November. The 11th of November. There's no rhyme that goes with that, is there? Unlike Guy Fawkes Day on the 5th, isn't it? 5th of November, I think. But anyway, I don't know, I'm not British. This is a special episode because I'm going to give a quick rundown of myself and my channel because of all the new subscribers I've gotten. I woke up, oh golly, about an hour ago, hour and a half, and I just quickly took a look at my videos page, and my hamster video had like 1,000 views before. Clicked on the refresh and there was 30,000 views, and I went, oh my god. So I quickly checked some things, and Twitter, there was 135 notifications for me, and oh my gosh, I discovered I was like on the front page of Reddit. Now, I used to be a big time Reddit lurker. I was a Redditor lurker. I tried to make something funny out of that and I couldn't. But I used to be really onto that, and it's, wow, I still visit, and that's absolutely amazing that so many people have seen the hamster video and have come to check out my channel. I picked up 10,000 subscribers like that. Man, it's been astonishing. Thank you so very, very much, every single one of you. All of my previous subscribers, thank you for staying with me. All of you new subscribers, thank you so much. And I'm going to tell you a bit about myself and my channel here as soon as I'm busy going, whoa, done going, whoa, and all that, because, man, I'm still amazed. I was amazed when I got more than 5 subscribers. When I got 1,000, I thought it was the top of the world. And then things have gone uphill since then, and wow, thank you all so very much. I am one happy dancing monkey. I consider myself, and basically all YouTubers too, we're dancing monkeys in a giant warehouse, dancing our hearts out and trying to get your attention. And this aging monkey is so grateful that you have decided to stop and watch me dance. Thank you so very, very much. It is quite awesome, and I am humbled, heartwarmed, intensely grateful. It is amazing, and thank you so very, very much. You've given me purpose in my life. My wife died 2.5 years ago. And when she died, I lost my reason to live. Even though I told her I was going to survive, I had lost it, and I was drifting. I would cut loose from life. I was spending upwards of 18 hours a day doing nothing, just sitting in a chair and reading, desperate for the day to be over so I could just go to sleep and have the world go away. When I realized how close I was to just losing it and going away entirely, it terrified me. And I reached out for a lifeline, and that lifeline was YouTube. I started making videos to get myself out of my head. I am so intensely grateful to each and every one of you because I'm still alive. I'm still here. And you are the reason that I am still here. I am so grateful to YouTube and each and every person who watches and subscribes. Thank you so much. You are literally keeping me alive, and it's a good thing. Thank you so much. Now for the, I got a tickling in my nose. For what you see about me in my room here, real quick, I live in a little box. Just a little box of a room. It's like 10 steps that way, 6 steps that way, and that's it. I don't have room for a bed. When I fall asleep, I just collapse in my chair here because I don't have a bed. I just work until I collapse out of exhaustion. And then when I wake up, I just start going again. What I used to do was make 8 videos a day, which is a lot, but it keeps me busy. And when I don't have anything to do, I tend to sit around and brood over the death of my wife, and that is not healthy. So I try to stay busy making videos. I'm making 4 and 5 videos a day right now. I used to make 7 and 8. But then I've got nothing to do but edit videos all day. It's edit and render, upload, sleep, record, edit, and render, and then start the whole thing over. I got a little tickly in my nose. How embarrassing. I just took a shower too. But with 4 videos a day, 4 and 5, that gives me a chance to actually have a life too on top of it, which is kind of nice. But you see all these things. All these have been sent to me by subscribers. These are pieces of my heart. I am so thankful that they have been sent to me. That is why I put these things up. I have postcards that if I lived in a different place, I want to put up on a wall. So that my wall has all my postcards on it. I've got a shelf. I need a shelf so I can put these other things on it that people have sent me. I have a ceramic rooster of Barcelos from Portugal. And it's awesome! I want people to see these things. I've got so much cool stuff that I can't show you, and I want to. And even this here. This was a cheap bracelet made by, I say cheap not as in, cheap, tacky, awful, but as in inexpensive. They had a home maker of something like that. And so it made a bracelet, sent it along. I wear stuff like that while I make my videos, because it's awesome. I am so proud of every single commenter and subscriber, because you are the best people in the world, and thank you so very much. But as I say, these are all the pieces of my heart and what I do here. I have the tail end of a cold, my apologies. But the other thing to remember too about me is I am not in good shape physically. I am disabled for physical and mental reasons. I am intensely depressed. I have a depression cycle that goes like this, like clockwork. It's 2 weeks down, 2 weeks up. My manic cycle is everybody else's normal, except when you're having a bad day and you don't feel good. That's my high point. And then when I'm down like that, it's not a friendly place inside my head at all. I love that. But physically, oh my gosh. I used to work 15 years as a nurse's aide, and so I kept damaging my back. The last time I hurt my back was in 2003. I was helping some client who had a hip-to-toe cast. I was working in Medicare. People from hospitals come to skilled nursing facilities for a few days to get better before going home. She had a hip-to-toe cast for a broken femur. I was helping her move from bed to commode. I was doing everything correctly, but my back is such a mess. When I was down and helping, you could hear it from across the room when it went bam, bam in my lower back, and I was almost crying from the agony. And it's never gotten better since then. I've been on 45 milligrams of methadone for almost 10 years. I'm on 20 milligrams of methadone now. I also have fibromyalgia, as well as a lot of horrible other things, like I have carpal tunnel syndrome, losing my fingertips like this, which is kind of ironic because I used to fall asleep in chairs, which is why I have these pillows here, because I used to fall asleep and rest this part of my arm against the arms of chairs. Well, with these here, I can't anymore, because falling asleep with my arm up against the arms of chairs abraded the radial nerves in my arms, almost as if my nerve was a length of rope and there was a sharp rock right here, and they just went like this until the nerve went snap. And for 6 months this hand was dead. Wouldn't do any more than I could pull my fingers in like this, and then I had to let muscle tone bring them out. I could pull my thumb in like that, and then I had to let muscle tone pull it back out. That was it for movement on this hand. I've gotten it this much back, about 80% use, 20% deficit. It hurts all the time. It's clumsy. It's a good thing I'm ambidextrous. I mean, if on the scale of right-handed to left-handed, if you're +5, you're right-handed, -5, you're left-handed, 0, you're ambidextrous, I'm at like a 1 on the right side. So I can't sign my name with my left hand, but Everything else I can do with my right, I can do with my left. Thank goodness, or I'd be in trouble. I've been left-handed for the past year and some. At least I can do it. But I got so much stuff that's a mess. Because of that, I smoke cannabis like a chimney. I smoke pot, weed, marijuana. M-I-R-I-J-U, A-J-U-A-N-A, da-da-da-da-da-da, marijuana, da-da. It's off of an old 1970s album, A Child's Garden of Grass. Very funny. It's even on YouTube. You should look it up. But in Washington State, as well as many other states around the Union now, pot is legal for recreational use. Now, Washington State screwed over the medicinal pot users. When they legalized it for recreational use, they got rid of dispensaries. So now, because it's legal, everyone can smoke it. But for us medical people, I used to be able to pay $10 a gram for stuff. So I could buy an eighth for like $30, or as a quarter for $30. It was pretty cheap, and it was a lot of pot. But because it was legalized, well, now everybody's in it for the money. Everything's expensive. There's a 33% sin tax for the state. So I used to be able to take $400 and buy a month's worth of cannabis. Now $400 buys me about a week's worth of cannabis. And I need this stuff literally. I was on 28 prescription medications at one point, and I could not write. I was shuffling slowly with a walker. I was this close to being bedridden before I tried cannabis. Now, instead of those 28 meds, I'm on 2 prescription meds for pain and cannabis. I can walk. I take my showers. It takes an hour and a half to take a shower. But before, when I couldn't, it took hours. So I'm doing good. Pardon me. It's just cold. Smoke is an irritant. And the nice thing about cannabis, though, is cannabis smoke doesn't damage your lungs like tobacco smoke does. Tobacco smoke kills your lungs. There's something in THC and pot that actually protects your lungs. Take a look at some of these gold medal Olympic gymnasts and swimmers that are pot smokers. They have taken a look at heavy cannabis users' lungs and discovered that they are almost as clear as the non-smokers. Thumbs up. Still an irritant though, and at the tail end of a cold, I cough. My apologies. Gosh, is there anything else that I wanted to say? Aside from my wife. Now my wife, she was in bad shape. When I met her working in the nursing home, because I started work at the nursing home where she was a nurse in 2001, and 4 months after that we were married. So now here's the thing, and I'm afraid of losing people on this one too. I've made no secret of it. I am not a straight heterosexual man. I am a bisexual man. I have not had huge opportunities to engage in bisexual activity with another man, but I have had enough to know what I like with encounters with another man. And that's a very good thing. Just as I know what I like with a woman. I was married for 12 years. I have 2 kids. Very good kids. I actually have 3, but one was from my wife's of a previous marriage. I consider him my child. I have been his father figure since he was 5 years old. He is my son. So that's good. Now my wife, when I met her there, I found out that she had heart problems and stuff because she had Hodgkin's lymphoma as a child, and they gave her massive radiation and massive chemo. One of the last people they did that to, because they discovered that kills the people who it saves at the time, later in life. Generally, everyone that was saved using that method didn't live past 45. And my wife didn't live past 45. The radiation and all that just destroyed her heart. It was a massive scar tissue, and they had to replace 2 heart valves. After they did that, the other 2 failed. She was dying in front of my eyes for 10 years. And then she came home on hospice, and then spent the next 2 weeks dying in my living room. So I watched my soulmate, my second half, literally. We were 2 bodies, 1 soul, 1 half. And I had to watch her die in front of my eyes, and I thought the pressure was going to drive me mad. I have been an active alcoholic since I was 12 years old, and I was born in 1962. I crashed and burned in my alcoholism in 2000. I should have been dead when I crashed and burned. I blew a .554 on the breathalyzer when I went into rehab, and I remember that day. At .2, most people are, you're severely drunk and unconscious. At .3, most people are having trouble breathing. At .4, most people are dead. At .5, you're not even really supposed to be alive. And I blew .554. The ammonia in my system should have killed me. My liver was barely working. I should be dead. But on top of all those things, I can't even remember why I brought that one up. Oh yeah, I was talking about my alcoholism. And then I crashed and burned in 2000, and then I have, with my fibro, causes fibro fog, it's very difficult to remember things. On top of with the alcoholism, that also makes it very difficult to remember things. And I apologize, the combination is awful. I can forget things in mid-sentence, and I'm sorry about that. Let's see if I can remember. Yes, and so I've been sober since the year 2000. But I drank for 4 months, starting on my wife's death. That was the only way that I could survive. I drank to kill feelings. After 4 months, I said it's time to start feeling, and I stopped drinking again. It was a very calculated, dangerous risk. I could have easily crashed and burned entirely on my alcoholism, but I knew that what I was feeling was going to kill me. So I drank for 4 months, and then stopped again. Thank goodness. So I've been sober, except for that one small time that I fell. Past that, let's see. I do reaction videos, gaming videos, and hamster videos because I love my little hamsters. And I'm going to show you all my hamsters and stuff all upcoming. Not in this video, but later on. So thumbs up. I understand that whenever I get a large influx, and this happens to anybody, a large influx of new subscribers, I am going to shed some of the subscribers in the very short future. In the next few days, few weeks, there's going to be people that decide, well, he's funny, but he's not as funny as I thought. Well, he was just slightly annoying. He's a lot more annoying than I thought. And then you unsubscribe. And that's natural. That happens. I'm like anybody else. I don't like it when it happens, but I understand that it happens. So I'm prepared. But it is amazing. And thank you all so very much. I've got a lot more to tell you about me, and there's a lot more that I usually do. In fact, I'm going to have to do another one today where I do my normal shout-outs. I like to do shout-outs. 15 to 25 random people to show my appreciation from commenters. I like to greet everybody in their home languages, say good morning, like with Brazilian Portuguese, and I'm going bom dia, and annyeonghaseyo, dobre utro, and stuff like that. Thank everybody and greet them in their own language. So thumbs up. But I've been 20 minutes into this. So you take care. I hope that none of you have regretted subscribing. I just wanted to tell everyone about me so that you get a little idea of who you've subscribed to, and to Also, fill in everybody who has subscribed and let them know things that they've forgotten. This is American Sign Language. I know some American Sign Language enough to, I can finger spell and I can talk, some in sign language. So I know that. Ich kann ein kleines bisschen Deutsch sprechen. Sehr kleine Deutsch. Sehr, sehr, sehr kleine. So I know a little bit, not a whole lot. But you take care. Have a great day. I've got some more videos coming up. I'm going to be doing at least one reaction video, at least one game video, possibly another hamster video. So we shall see. You take care. Have a great day, and I shall see you on the flip side. And that, my friend, is a very good thing.